Yeah, talking about pulling punches, when to walk away. This is I'm just even talking to these guys off camera about what we're going to be talking about tonight. There are so many things to consider, and so many moves potentially that you should have in your arsenal, and then when to just go walk away. I'm going to be talking about self-defense for the entire show, so I'm very excited to share that with you with two great guys. We're here, by the way, at KPC, and just off of 124th Street. Very delighted to have you. You are?
I'm Randy King.
And?
I'm Thor.
Thor. Awesome. It's like you have to have a guy named Thor when talking about self-defense. It's like, I mean, come on.
You have to.
There are a multitude of things that we need to consider in a situation. First of all, a little bit about your background, because you know firsthand, I believe you, Thor, you guys know firsthand when to sort of what brings people to fight.
Right, yeah, for sure. So I was a doorman for a long time, 11 years. 11 sketchy years, as we talked about off camera. Some interesting things happened, and so that's what brought us to what we do, which is reality-based self-defense, which is not the traditional style of, as we're talking about, eyes, groin. It's a self-defense system that not only will it help you evaluate what's going on, will help you defend yourself if something goes bad, but also won't land you in jail while using the techniques you do. So sadly, we live in a world where people rob houses and then counter-sue the owners for stepping on a knife, right? So we need to have the legal parameters and understand who's in our team and who's not.
And also, I mean, this whole remote was brought on by the fact that I read an article posted on Dinner Television Facebook about a woman in Seattle who was out for a run and fended off her attacker because of a self-defense course she took. Sometimes you should stay and fight your way out of a situation. Yeah,
we really believe here you don't critique the winner. She did everything she was supposed to do in that situation. She had a mantra, she had the right mindset, she did all the things she should have did. She had great environmental awareness, which is very rare, using the stall, getting out, getting a person to use a carabiner to lock the guy in that situation. She's just amazing. Everything she did was smart. That mostly can't be taught. I wish it could be. I wish it'd be like, oh yeah, a class for 8 weeks would do that. That's not, like, she had some good mental faculties about her, and she was good under stress.
Well, that's what's very important. That's what I want to give people right now, because we're going to talk about assessing a situation.
Yeah, exactly, and understanding the type of violence you're dealing with. So what we deal with here, especially at KPC and all the reality-based guys out there all over the place, is violence has to be categorized, and unfortunately, even though we are all equal, we are not treated equally. So men face a certain type of violence, and then women usually face a different type of violence. Obviously, it cross-contaminates, but men are usually facing what we call social violence. That's bar brawls and what's up, you look at my girlfriend, trying to be tough. And that's usually the 14 to 25-year-old male. The older you get, the further you get out of that. I'm 36, nobody's like, what's up, bro? They're like, sit down, old man, nobody cares about me, right? And then there's predatory violence or asocial violence, which is a higher level threat, and unfortunately predominates women. Women get attacked by it, and that's exactly what happened. The story we're talking about is he liked to sexually assault women, and he was waiting to sexually assault a woman, and that's predatory violence, and that's a totally different game set. The things that spike social violence will decrease asocial violence and vice versa. So you have to identify what's going on to know what kind of violence you're dealing with, and the easiest way to identify that is witnesses. If there's people cheering you on, it's social violence. If it's isolated or alone, it's predatory violence.
Okay, already I'm just like information getting. I love this. Okay, this is important information. We're going to be talking about, I'm going to be trying and getting out of some situations with you.
Against Thor.
Against Thor.
So if it works on Thor.
I got my eye on you, buddy. No way. I'm going to be learning, and you can learn through me. This is very important. This could save lives. This is also information you can pass on. Stick with us. It's a good discussion point. We'll be back. More DT after this.